Okay, I'm so sorry. I was on Indian timing, which is just so normal for me. And you'd think during a time like this, i.e. isolation, that I would be slightly more on time, but no.
Stop trafficking. You can't use that excuse anymore, can we?
I know, that's what I mean. So I was like, oh my God, like all I can say is that it's literally Indian timing and that's why I'm late. But you only have until 3:30, right? And you do know how much I talk.
Amazing. Well, maybe you can teach me how to do some dance.
Yes. Well, first I want you to practice your dance. Hopefully this is working. Okay, so it is Monday the 6th of April 2020 and as you all know, we are currently in self-isolation. However, I am doing my best to keep busy, proactive and productive. So I have an interview right now with a friend of mine called Josh and I wanted to vlog this because it's going to be pretty special. But hopefully once COVID's over,
Yeah.
I'm looking out the window there, like, you know, once it's over.
Still not gone.
No, it's still there. Hi, COVID.
Thanks very much for agreeing to chat with me and for popping up on Twitter.
Oh.
It was really good to see your face pop up. And yeah, I think the last time I saw you was when you were doing the agency panel.
Yes, that was last year.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
a long time ago now, and definitely a lot has changed since then. But yeah, I think from the first time that I didn't meet you that night, but I saw you at the Culture Awards.
Yes.
It was a spectacular event with Manchester culture and everything, wasn't it?
I know. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed it. It was the second time I'd been to the awards, but that time I was there with Contact Theatre. So it was really nice atmosphere and good food as well, wasn't it?
Okay, so how big is the nutshell?
We'll go nutshell, not coconut.
No, not coconut, damn. Okay, so I am a creative artist based in Manchester, specifically a dancer, choreographer, actress, and a model and a host. I added that at the end. I was like, I'm sure I do something else.
Yeah, amazing. So what I've seen on your social media and stuff in the past where you've posted videos of you dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. There was one recently that you put on. I was mesmerised by it.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, what is it that, what would you say takes the lead creatively in what you do now? Or is everything quite balanced? Does dance take the lead?
Yeah, because I've got a Bollywood Guinness World Record for dancing, that will always take the lead. However, we have diversity. Look at your smile there.
I'm smiling at anything world record. Because the first thing is, right, I've always wanted to break a world record, but for me, it'd be something stupid like smashing a watermelon with my face or something like that. But not tried.
Ouch.
But yeah, tell me about that. Tell me about your world record.
The Guinness World Record was for the most people dancing to a Bollywood song simultaneously. So I was teaching 1,406 non-dancers. We have to highlight that, non-dancers, because my dad was part of it and he cannot dance.
That's amazing. Wow.
Thank you. So that was actually in 2011, and since then, well, that year it got taken from me, actually. Yeah, so the plan is to take it back and to always fight for it forever.
Well, I mean, I would hope so. I mean, you've got to top it now. Maybe I know. No pressure. I don't think you'll get me dancing. I don't know. If you were to
I could get you to dance 100%.
I'll give it a go. I've never been a good dancer.
Yeah, but have you had a teacher like me?
No. I once was the lion in The Wizard of Oz in a school play, and I had to just learn a really simple step that was just literally off to see the wizard, and I just for the life of me could never retain it, could never learn it, I could never do it.
So what was this step? Because that just seemed like walking to me.
It was basically like walking, but with a little bit of a cross step thing going on.
Right. I'd love you to show me now, but like, you know, we're going slightly off topic. But
I couldn't even show you then. But yeah, so you think that so dance so dance is the lead then creatively?
at the moment, yes. However, I'm always dipping in and out of modelling and acting and theatre and all sorts. So yeah.
Tell me a bit about the dance teaching that you do.
So we were about to start a number of Bollywood dance courses, and then COVID happened. So so it's a shame, because we were going to be reaching into those communities that don't necessarily have access to things like this. We were going to be going all over Greater Manchester. But normally we run classes and workshops for private organisations, for corporate events, for television, internationally too, charities, hen parties, private classes for those groups of people who want to learn to dance, mainly for weddings and things like that, teaching first dances. So we do a variety of things, working with so many different people. But hopefully once COVID's over, hopefully then, you know, we can get back on track and follow through with our initial plans that we wanted to do. But we are still making plans, and we're still working with what we have right now, which is challenging for everybody, really.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see what you've been thinking, how you've been adapting with this. But what something came to mind then when you were talking about how you teach now as well. When did you first get into dancing and into the sort of arts world?
So I started dancing. My mum, when I was 4 years old, she sent me for Indian classical dance classes, and that's so Bharatanatyam rather than Kathak. So it's a very disciplined dance form, and it's very kind of,
right.
It's very strict, it's very religious. Okay. There's always a story behind every single movement, every hand gesture. There's meaning behind everything. So from the age of 5, I was in those classes. At the age of 13, I started choreographing my own routines. At the age of 17 or 18, I started teaching my own classes. And in 2011, that's when I opened up my own dance company at the age of 22. And I'm now 31. So a lot's happened.
Yeah, I was going to ask then a little bit about, with all that, that's what you do day to day, but you've been ground to a halt now with all the COVID-19 and the lockdown and
yeah.
When did it first sort of stop you then? Because I think everybody's experience with it's different. When did it first sort of hit true to you about the whole situation?
So I actually went to Bali on the 13th of March, and this was before it was in its flow.
Yeah.
So people were talking about it, but it wasn't like, oh my God, stay at home and never leave your house again. So I went to Bali, and from Bali, I was meant to go to Dubai and spend some time with my uncle and then come home. Mm-hmm. So on the 19th of March, Dubai actually put out an announcement that they weren't allowing anybody into the country. So I was like, as in, how am I going to get home? Yeah. And obviously at this point, COVID had just taken off, and it was all over social media, it was on the news, people were trying to change the flights, and I was thinking, how am I going to change my flight and get back home? So I was actually on a gorgeous spiritual yoga retreat, and I somehow manifested my plane ticket home, which in fact was the original flight that I was meant to get on. And Emirates told me there was no way I could get on that flight. Like, it's just not possible. But thankfully, I got on my original flight home. So I think it hit me during my self-isolation time in my room, because it takes 2 weeks to be in a room on your own to realise a lot about the world and what humans are really like.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's sad, but you realise who your true friends are as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's when it hit me, really, when I was
So
in this little room just working out life.
Yeah, and you also went from being at a beautiful retreat to then like a sort of reality of like, I'm going to be stuck at home now.
Yeah, and being with, 20 people all the time, having these incredible experiences like climbing mountains and doing the Bali swing and gong therapy and meditating every day in the sunshine, to being in my bedroom with nobody around. And just that's when it all hit me.
How is it that you're adapting sort of in a creative way to the stuff that you normally do?
Everything that we do at Riri's Dance Academy is with people or for people. We are currently working on a few projects which are quite amazing, and maybe we can have a catch-up interview and I can tell you about that then.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see that there's things in the pipeline though, and that those people will still be able to access the things that you can offer them as well.
Yeah, and I think during this time it's so easy, obviously it's so natural for everybody to be worried and scared, but at the same time I think it's really important to be proactive. Being productive is something which is, there's a lot of pressure on being productive, but you can be productive as you relax. You can be mindful and make sure you relax to the max. Do you know what I mean? So whatever you do, make sure you're mindful and productive with it. I just think it's important for me in particular to be proactive because I'm very goal orientated.
Thanks very much, and thank you for chatting away. And I hope
definitely chatting away. That's me.
Well, I hope to see you when we're on the other end. Well, maybe you can teach me how to do some dance.
Yes. Well, first I want you to practice your dance.
Whatever that is, yeah.
I want to see that first. Feel free to send me a video. There's no excuses now, is there really? You've got all the time to practice.
Yeah, so that's
following this audition, then we'll have a dance lesson.
Right, okay.